The moonlight vanished in the lake. Subscribe and leave your like. Every night, the lake behind my cabin reflected the moon perfectly, until the night it didn't. One moment, the moon was shining over the water. The next, the reflection vanished, and something else took its place. Subscribe and leave your like. The reflection that disappeared, the narrator explains that they moved to a quiet lakeside cabin for peace. The nights were always the same, still water, clear moonlight. Until one night at exactly 2:13 a.m., they looked through the window and noticed. The moon was still in the sky, but the lake showed nothing. Just black water. The narrator grabs a flashlight and walks to the shore. Each step crunches against the dirt. The air feels heavier than usual. When they kneel down to check the water surface, they freeze. A handprint, large, wet, perfectly defined, surfaces on top of the water, as if someone pressed from underneath. It slowly sinks, but leaves ripples moving outward, even though the lake is still. The narrator backs away, breath shaking. Something under the surface. The next night, the narrator brings a camera. At the same time, 2:13 a.m., the moon's reflection disappears again. This time, the water begins to move on its own, forming shapes. Briefly, a face appears under the surface, distorted, watching. When reviewing the footage, the narrator notices something alarming. While they were alone outside, someone was standing behind them in the recording, tall, still, completely motionless. But in real life, no one was there. The narrator sets up night vision cameras around the cabin. At 2:13 a.m., all of them glitch at once. When the signal returns, the lake is completely white, glowing, and a shadow moves just beneath it. A whisper is recorded on one of the cameras, "Don't watch the water." The hand that calls. The final night, the narrator decides to leave. Bags packed, keys in hand, but the moment they open the door, they hear it, water dripping. Inside the house, the narrator slowly turns. Footprints, wet, muddy, led from the back door to the window facing the lake. The lake is pitch black again. Something rises from the water. Not a person, a shape. A silhouette made of moonless darkness. It raises its arm, and presses its hand against the surface again, creating another floating handprint. The narrator's window fogs over from the inside. A message writes itself in the condensation, "Come back." The screen cuts to static. The next morning, search teams find the cabin empty. The cameras are still recording. At 2:13 a.m. every night, the same thing happens. The moon disappears from the lake, a handprint surfaces, and a shadow waits beneath. Subscribe and leave your like.